Welcome to StonerCast, your official deep dive into Columbus Clingstones baseball. As the AA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves, the Clingstones are building the future of baseball in the A, and we're here to bring you closer to it all. Get the inside look at what makes this team and this community so special. This is StonerCast. Here's your hosts, Ricky and Dave.
Welcome into StonerCast, guys. We are so glad you're here with us. We've got a great guest today. I am Ricky Rogers, your host, accompanied by, as usual, my co-host, all the way from Pell City, Alabama, the one and only Dave Norris.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Ricky? How you doing, man?
Doing great. It's a great Sunday afternoon. Feeling nice outside finally. We're away from the heat. So We're going to jump right in. Our guest has been busy today putting deer stands up, getting ready for hunting season to start. I know several friends of mine are doing the same thing over the last few days. And we are super, super lucky to have this guest today. The guy that is really rocketing through the Brave system. And we are glad that he spent a good bit of time in Columbus this year. So StonerCast, please welcome to the StonerCast, Clingstones pitcher, Brett Sears. Welcome, Brett.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me.
Hey, what's up,
man.
Brett?
How you doing?
We're thrilled to have you. So you're getting ready for deer season. Where are you spending the off season?
I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska, but I'm from a pretty small town in Iowa, so I hunt in Iowa. But yeah, I'm living in Lincoln. It's easier for me to train there. Just where I went to college. So.
Gotcha. All right. So we'll just jump right into it. We've got both Dave and I have several questions for you. Then we'll finish it out with our kind of trademark lightning round, where we'll have some fun with a few questions. So, Growing up, Brett, what teams did you root for, and who were the pitchers you looked up to? And did those pitchers have any influence on how you approach the game today?
Yeah, growing up, I cheered for the Cardinals. Been a Cardinals fan pretty much my whole life. I don't know why. I guess it's pretty close to where I'm from, about 7 hours. We don't have much besides like the Royals is close, and then the Twins isn't too far. But yeah, I was a Cardinals fan growing up. I liked watching like Wainwright. Obviously, he was good. Chris Carpenter was good. I would say like as I got older, I kind of modeled how I throw a little bit after Corey Kluber a little bit. I'd say he kind of was a guy that I kind of took to. Just mechanics wise, in terms of stuff wise, I've kind of been on my own for that. Like you try new things, whatever works for you works. So I've kind of been on my own. I've added pitches, taken pitches away, even this year quite a bit. So that's just kind of a feel it out thing.
You said Kluber. Kluber's somebody I always wish the Braves would have been able to pick up.
Yeah.
He's one. Sonny Gray is one also that I would love to have seen in a Braves rotation one season. But yeah, we've got who we've got, and the Braves have a rich tradition of pitchers. So I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
When they drafted you, so
yeah.
All right,
no, excited for sure.
Brett, you started your college career at Western Illinois before you transferred over to Nebraska. How would you describe your time at these schools in terms of how it prepared you for professional baseball?
I mean, Western Illinois taught me how to work with not having a ton of stuff. That's for sure. I went there out of high school. I really was not good in high school. Like, to be straight up honest, like I was not good. I was good enough for like Iowa high school baseball. Like I performed well. Topped like 88, 89, sat like 84, 85. So I was not very good out of high school. I went to Western Illinois. My brother was there. He'd been there for 2 years, so it was kind of just a comfortable spot for me. And yeah, after my first year there was COVID year, and we were not very good. I mean, we didn't even win a game in the COVID season. So I stuck it out the year after because, actually, when I got there, the coaches that had recruited me left. So I was like, I feel like I should maybe give it a chance still. So I stayed there for 2 years, and I transferred to junior college actually in between for 1 year.
Okay.
I had a really good coach at junior college. I still talk to him all the time. He's a coordinator with the Twins now. So I talk to him all the time. And honestly, I didn't know if I was going to keep playing baseball. Like I told my brother, like I just want to see, because I really didn't love it when I left West Illinois. So it was kind of like a feel it out year, like see what happens. And I ended up having an All-American year there, and then decided to go to Nebraska just because I'd always been a Nebraska fan growing up. So I just kind of wanted to play for Nebraska.
Just to interject here real quick before Dave's next question. Now, we all know Spencer Schwellenbach came from Nebraska. So were you there with Spencer, or was he gone and when you came?
He would have left 2 years before me, so no, he was not there. Shea Shanneman, he was with Columbus quite a bit this year. He was with me at Nebraska for quite a bit of time, or I guess 1 year. So I was only there for 2 years. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett, what would you say has been the biggest adjustment you've experienced from college to pro ball?
I would say the season's how long the season is such a an adjustment that I don't think you can really prepare for. Like, you can prepare for, hey, this hitter's like good at this hitter's good at this. Like, for like example, like the pitches I've thrown this year, I came in throwing fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, and like last year I didn't play at all because I threw a lot of innings in Nebraska. So, but like over the off season, I switched it. I went fastball, sweeper, slider, and then that was what I was pretty much planned on using this year. But to start the year, I added a changeup, like a different changeup, added a cutter that I kind of relied on a lot this year. Went back to the curveball instead of sweeper, then even added a sinker. So I think just evolving, like the technology is different. Like they're always ready for you. Like you kind of get it in college, like pitching on Friday nights, like they're obviously ready for you, but I don't think they have as like in-depth a report as like these guys get. So I think just kind of realizing they're making adjustments, and then you have to make adjustments off of that, because if you let them sit comfortable, like I had the sinker just because like I have something to go into righties that's a firm, because otherwise I'm just gonna let them be way too comfortable on the plate. So just added stuff throughout the year was the hard part. Not hard, just different for sure. Like college, you just kind of had what you had and you went with it.
That's that's a pretty bold selection of pitches, that you just named off that you were doing most of the year. This year. I actually watched a lot of games on TV, so I had basically a shortstop's view, and I got to say there was many times I couldn't really tell what you threw. It was just pretty dirty.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine what the batter just saw or didn't see.
Yeah. No, I throw a lot of pitches. I don't think I would say like you wouldn't classify me as having crazy stuff by any means. I get some decent metrics with like arm slot and stuff, but helps like my fastball play up. I would like to throw a little harder, which I will, but it helps my fastball play hard. So, but I throw like I said, I throw 6-7 pitches on any given night in the zone, so it makes it a little harder for a hitter to hit.
That explains why I couldn't figure out what you were throwing, even though I had a great view.
Yeah. How often? So the Clingstone staff was pretty well stacked with great pitchers. Great pitching is kind of the theme of the Southern League at the AA level.
Yeah.
How many of those guys on the Clingstone staff did you rely on for, making some tweaks or adjustments to certain pitches, or your mechanics going into a certain pitch?
A lot of it was mentality. Like those guys, most of those guys had been here for a year. It was my first year like playing pro ball. So like I would get, like you could tell, like if I was having a good game, like I was on, and like sometimes I think I would play into like the scouting report a little too much, and I would like lean on other guys, like what am I doing there? And they're like, just pitch. Like in terms of like how you pitch, I think it's a little different, because like, for example, when Richie was there, like me and Richie lived together, but Richie did not throw his fastball at the top of the zone. Like it just wasn't his game. Like he has good off speed and stuff. And I would say like for me, I'm for the most part trying to pitch guys backwards. Like I'm trying to get to my fastball up. Like that's my out pitch. So like Richie and me pitch different. Like, so I think that's, you kind of bounce ideas off of them, but you also have to understand like the different arsenals, like how your stuff plays versus how other guys' stuff plays. But the mentality part, like I think they helped me out a lot just because they'd been around and I hadn't been.
So after being drafted in 2024, you've pitched at really all 4 levels of minor league ball: Augusta, Rome, Columbus, and Gwinnett, in a really short time period. So how was it to work through every level of minor league baseball in year one? And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that sort of rapid progression is not really typical, is it?
I mean, I guess I don't really think if it's typical or not. They just kept saying to go up, go down, so I just did it. But what it's like, you got to pack up a lot of totes, a lot of pack in the car. But no, it was good. I mean, I definitely learned. Like I would say, I told guys like high and low A, like especially low A, like you're still getting your handful of like 18-year-old kids who are like still trying to figure out how to hit like high level pitching, and then high A you get like kind of, I would say pretty simple, like a little better than college, like level. And then double A is a big jump. And then obviously triple A, you're facing like, I mean, most lineups are 7-8 big league guys they were at one point or eventually will be. So it was good. I think it was really good for me just like because I get to go in the off season now knowing like what I need to work on for said level. Like obviously the goal is to get major league guys out. Like as much as it's fun to be a good minor league pitcher, like that's not the end goal. So I think it's really beneficial for me to just see, how different hitters approach things as you get up levels. So I think it was good, but it was just like, I didn't expect to move that fast. Obviously, like I kind of thought I'd be in Rome for a long time, but 2 weeks there. So yeah, it was fun though.
Awesome to hear.
Brett, you were drafted by the Braves in 2024, and as Ricky pointed out, you quickly rocketed to Double-A Columbus, leaving some extremely impressive stats in your way, particularly 31 Ks and just 18 2/3 innings at Augusta. What do you feel made you so dominant in that stint with the Green Jackets?
I think I just knew how to pitch. Like I said, like a lot of Augusta, like you're facing a good amount of like good hitters, but young hitters. And I think, it's just kind of a different game. Like I'd pitched in college for 5 years. I pitched in the Big Ten, which I mean, not the world's greatest baseball conference, but I'm in a pretty solid conference. I pitch against some SEC schools. Like you just know how guys think a little more. And then you go back and you face like kids who are super talented 18-year-olds, but you have ways you're like, I can get this guy out based on like what I've seen for so many years. Whereas they might be like, I haven't seen a guy pitch that way in so many years. So I think that's a big thing. And just knowing how to like use your pitches. Like it's pretty, like, I would say it's kind of untraditional, especially like I said, for young kids. Like I said, I use the fastball up a lot, like late. And I'd say as a young hitter, like you're like, 0-2, like I might get something spun to me. And like, that just wasn't what I did usually. So I think that was part of it. And then obviously just locating, like I don't like to walk guys. So I think just getting ahead of hitters helped me a lot.
So I've got to ask, as a big golf guy, I don't know if you play golf at all, but Augusta at the time of the year that the baseball season starts, pretty special time in Augusta.
Yeah. So we actually drove by there, like, and you can't see in that place. Like I thought it'd be like some cool looking spot. It's just a green wall everywhere. I was like,
and you don't think that what you see on TV is sitting when you're driving
right there. Yeah, you're like, there's no way there's a nice golf course. I mean, it could be nice, but nothing like what they got. But yeah, it's like that's like the prize of the city. So it's.
I was actually there in 2024. I actually
went
to the Masters in 2024, and yeah, you're right. You pull in and you're like, all right, it's a dirt parking lot.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk through those gates, it is insane.
Yeah. You're like wondering where the guys stay, like what hotels they're staying at.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
it's stayed in the housing right around the golf course.
Right.
But I've wondered that because, I mean, the Green Jackets are actually, that name is kind of rooted in the Masters Green Jacket.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. But did you get to wear that pretty cool Azaleas uniform at all?
Yeah, I did. I got that. I left they made sure I got on the trip to go 12 hours to New York that one time. So it was like a little after that. But no, I got the cool hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that T-shirt this year, right before the Stones game, and actually wore it at one of the first Clingstones game. And when I was like, "What team is that?"
Yeah, no, those are fun little uniforms.
So, and you did a little bit of this earlier, but walk us through your pitch mix. Which pitch are you most comfortable with right now, and which one do you plan to work on this offseason to kind of refine?
Yeah, like I said, off-season wise, I'm going to try to add a little velo. I think if I'm sitting 93, like I got a good shot of making it up. But I would say, like, obviously, the pitch I trust most, like my fastball. Like towards the end of the year, I had a couple of bad starts, and I was kind of looking at the numbers, like the average on the fastball is like almost under 100. So it's obviously a good pitch for me. Like I just got to know how to use it. And I've just been working on that. Like I've always thrown a pretty good fastball, whether it's like obviously not the hardest, but I'm throwing a pretty decent fastball. So I'd say that's the most comfortable. I've added a cutter that I've become really comfortable with, and I like throwing a lot. It's super easy for me to throw, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of added it this year. And then in terms of like landing pitches, are like I love to throw my slider early. And the curveball, it is what it is. I don't love it, but it's slow and depthy, so I'll probably work on that quite a bit this offseason. And then the changeup, I got to command a little better.
What is there any different adjustment to when you know you're starting? Because you came out of the bullpen and some this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
And when you started some games, do you prep differently when you know you're starting a game versus hey, I know I'm going to be out of the pen today?
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of actually in college I was awful at relieving. I relieved my first year at Nebraska, and I pitched like 17 innings and did not pitch well. So I was pretty bad at it. But I think the big thing is like you can't get hot as early. Like when I'm getting hot to start, like when I'm getting ready to go, like I'm pretty much my bullpen is like, all right, this is my first inning, and then I sit down and then I act like the first inning is actually my second inning. So like I can't do that when I'm starting in the bullpen or when I'm coming out of the bullpen. And I think I got a lot better at it this year just because I relaxed a little bit and just realized I have plenty of time to get hot. And yeah, it worked. So I don't know. You definitely prep different. Like you're probably doing less like stretching before the game as a reliever and just kind of moving around, moving your arm. And then when you get close to like the fourth, fifth inning, you're like, all right, I got to start really moving.
Brett, from childhood through high school, were there any other sports that you played? And if so, what were they and which positions did you play?
Yeah, I played football and basketball all through high school. I'm from a really small town, so we had a lot of guys who did all the sports. In basketball, I kind of played like small forward or shooting guard kind of position. And then football, I played quarterback some and then receiver some. If we were like running a read option or something, I had to play quarterback, which wasn't always that fun. But you always get hit. If you're running options, you always get hit as a quarterback, so it's annoying. But then other times I played receiver if we were kind of throwing the ball. We only ran like the read options if we were playing a team. We just didn't want them to touch the ball. But so yeah, kind of both.
Cool. Very cool.
So
yeah. I figured you were a football player in high school.
Yeah.
So as fans, we get to see the moment. We get to see you the moment you step on the mound. So whether you're starting or whether you're coming in from the pen. Many folks don't realize, though, the crazy amount of prep you guys doing. So a lot of folks think, okay, you pitch every 6 days, 7 days, whatever. And the rest of the time you're in the locker room playing video games or eating snacks or, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about what a pitcher does between starts and how does the prep differ, is based on certain teams or lineups you're going to face?
I would say the prep is basically like all yourself. Like the reality is like I pitch, especially on Tuesday, Sundays. Like I pitch Tuesday, I have to be ready to go Sunday. Like the Braves don't care if I'm not ready. Like I'm going to go out there probably. So like that's just the reality is. So like I throw 100 pitches on Tuesday. Wednesday is probably like mostly recovery. Like you run a little bit probably. You're doing a little bit of soft tissue, like whatever it takes to get like feeling close to probably 50%, I would say. And then Thursday, you got to throw pretty much. So, and then you're most likely, most guys are throwing a pen on that Friday. So literally 2 days after you start, like you're already thinking about the next one. So I would say the big thing is like just stretching and like we still work out. Like it's not like we just sit there and pitch once a week and don't work out. Like we still go. We got to work out. We gotta lift. We gotta stretch. And I think it's a lot of that, a lot more than people probably realize. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we probably have it as bad as the hitters, especially starting pitchers. Like starting pitchers, we get 6 days, 7 days. But relievers, they have to definitely be on top of it. But we obviously throw more too, so kind of give and take of it.
Brett, when you're looking down the road, Please describe for the fans what it would mean to you to make it to the mound at Truist Park and have your first start as an Atlanta Brave.
I mean, it would mean everything. Like, that's the goal, obviously. Like, most guys don't get drafted and be like, all right, I can't wait to be the world's greatest low A, high A, double A, triple A pitcher. Like, that's not what the goal is. Like, the goal is to get to the major leagues. So it would mean a lot just pitching in that uniform and hopefully performing, like helping the Braves out. Obviously, they had enough trust in me to draft me. So, giving back to that trust would be huge for me.
As a Cardinals fan growing up, I'm sure you watched the Braves games through the early 2000s and saw the Braves.
Yeah.
Braves and Cardinals have always been a great matchup. I've always loved to watch it. Especially now since the Cardinals have Chip Carey, who's one of my favorite commentators. It's crazy to watch it now. I can through YouTube TV, I can choose a home or an away broadcast, and there's sometimes I watch Braves Cardinals with Chip Carey calling it. So
yeah.
I remember way back in the early '80s when we had that amazing year out of nowhere, and we met you guys in the playoffs, and you just thumped us like little kids. Y'all had Ozzie Smith back then.
Yeah,
he had a great series too.
Right,
one of the best ever.
Yeah,
Dave and I have had a kind of a unique perspective on the Clingstones fan base throughout the year. So we run the Columbus Clingstones fans Facebook group and the Stoners Facebook group. Those two groups organized the road bag effort this year that you got big bags of snacks and stuff. And, did that, and I know that I think you may have been in Gwinnett when you won that. Did you get both, or did you get this one?
I don't remember. I think I got two. Those were actually sweet. Yeah, those were awesome. So thanks everyone for doing that.
Yeah, the fans really, really embraced the Clingstones this year. And I know that as pro ball players, you guys obviously you don't want to play in an empty stadium. You don't want to play, nobody there cheering.
Yeah.
What do those crowds of fans mean to you and your teammates? Taking the field, and overall your thoughts on Synovus Park?
Synovus is a great place. Like, I went to all four levels, like you guys said, but Synovus was definitely the best, I thought, affiliate in terms of all that. Fans wise, you guys blew everyone else out of the water for sure. Augusta would probably been the closest, like, to Columbus, but no, Columbus was awesome. And the games, in terms of fans, like, fans showing up makes the season. Like, we play, like, even when we're on the road, like, we play 6 days a week. So, like, showing up to the yard, like, if there's no fans, it's definitely not as fun. Even though, it might be game 135 and, like, we may be out or they may be out of the playoffs. Like, the fans make the games fun for sure. So it just makes it easier to show up and play a little bit than just having 7 guys in the stands just watching. Like, it's way more fun with fans.
For sure. Did you have any favorite spots around Columbus that you want to shout out? Golf courses, restaurants?
I didn't golf much. I'm terrible at golf, so there's no reason for me. I'm like, people like, you go golf? I'm like, especially like if I had like a not great start, I'm like, there's no reason for me to be mad on Monday on my one off day a week. There's no reason for me to be upset with how I golf, so I just didn't even do it.
I agree.
But, yeah, I'm like, I'm just going to be mad. And they're like, let's play 18. I'm like, I lose focus at about 7, so I'm probably done there. But no, let's see, me and my family, we went like whitewater rafting. That was a lot of fun. That was a good time. Didn't drown, so that's a plus. But no, that was a good time. Let's see, what other restaurants? We went to there's like a little rooftop bar. That was a fun little place down by the river. That was a good little spot.
Indigo?
I don't remember what it was.
Was it a hotel? Like, it's pretty high.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Hotel Indigo.
Yeah, it was a good spot. I don't know. I didn't get as much ice cream as I should have. I kept wanting to try that. What was it, the Wits or whatever?
Wits frozen custard.
I mean, I don't want to give a shout out for free, but like it looked good. I never even had it, but it looked good. So I should have got more ice cream, but I didn't.
Dude, that peach cobbler ice cream they had.
That's what I wanted. I was like looking at that.
Incredible.
I thought about just going out there in one game.
I've talked to Pete a few times during the off season. I'm pushing, and we're actually going to have Chef Matt on, who handled the concessions for Columbus Park. But I'm pushing for like a helmet with some peach cobbler in it with like ice cream.
Solid.
Yeah,
no doubt. That'd be solid. The
That would
food,
be so awesome.
they'd be posting some food, and I was like, man, I might just go in the stands today. Like, I'm like, there was some stuff that looked good.
That's another quick question I want to ask you. So, you guys, I'm sure they feed you. You're at the ballpark on a game day for quite a while. Are the concession people feeding you guys, or they're catering in?
Yeah, a lot of Chipotle, which is good. Chipotle was a good one. Like, you got Chipotle, it was a good day. But nah, we got good. The pregame meals, it just gets old. Like, it's the same rotation every week. Unless you're away, you got to cater from someone over there. We have a guy who's like he's like for all the Braves. He does it for every affiliate. Like, it's his job. So it's kind of crazy, but yeah, no, it's good. Our clubhouse manager was good, so we always had snacks too. So.
At any point, if you get to run across Chef Matt, if you're back in Columbus next season, find out what those specials are. Just he'll hook you up.
Yeah, I'll have to hit him up.
He did a fish sandwich this year that was pretty incredible. His pizzas that he did, specialty pizzas, every homestand changed. Some crazy wild concoctions. So
yeah, they look good.
The food was tremendous, and I from what I understand, they're stepping it up another notch next year. So
there you go.
Ought to be.
I'll have to definitely try to get in on some of that.
So hey man, if y'all really need it, I'll try to sneak y'all something when I come to a game. You let me know.
I feel like if we ever just asked, we could probably get it, but
especially if you're like in the bullpen chilling and you're probably not going to start, and you're like, hey, that smells good. Let me get it.
I don't get to sit in the bullpen. I wish I did. The bullpen guys, they're always doing random stuff. I just got to sit in the dugout, which is cool. But then the hitters get mad on stuff, which I get, and then I'm like, I don't know how to act. Like, I'm not having that bad of a day, but but you never know. It's good though either way.
Hey man, if you pitch 7 innings of 3-hit, no-run ball, you deserve a little cup of ice cream.
That's what I'm saying.
We one of the specialty items back to Chef Matt that he did this year that they didn't really advertise. I found out about it when I went to the third base grill. He did he called them brisket chows. He did some barbecue brisket, smoked brisket over like fresh day made like pork rinds.
Wow.
With like queso.
That's crazy.
And it was.
You went to work.
It was stupid good.
I might just tell them.
Sounds so good.
Tuesdays, I'm just gonna dress in street clothes and go around the yard.
There you go. So
I just have to.
We're gonna move on now to our lightning round. This lightning round it's meant to be fun. I don't think we have any questions that will make you like cry or anything. Should make you laugh and maybe some of them will give you a little deep thought.
Oh boy.
The first one I want to do, though, is actually not on my list that I sent Dave earlier. But I've got to know because I'm sitting with some of the specialty jerseys behind me. Which was your favorite specialty jersey this season?
Probably the camo one. My first AA start was in the camo one, so I bought that one.
Being from Nebraska and Iowa.
I know. That's just so, so stereotypical of me to like that one the most. But
and Realtree was founded here, right here in Columbus.
I know. I kept looking. I was like, I don't know what is with Realtree, but they got something going on here. But Real
Jordan was usually in the suites.
Yeah. Hey, if they ever need a guy to wear some stuff and tweet about it, let me know.
Well, maybe if Austin Riley gets sick,
Yeah.
You just said it.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. But no, I did like that jersey. I bought that jersey just partly because it was just cool. I got the chance to wear it for the first time in AA and actually buy the jersey. But
so
I didn't wear that one.
So this was Lucas's Lilo and Stitch Gwinnett jersey.
Oh, I gotcha.
Which is, I love all the Clingstone specialty jerseys, but that one right there has quickly become my favorite specialty.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I kind of locked in on Lucas the first jersey auction and just wanted to collect all of his for the season. So
I gotcha.
When I found out they were doing the specialty auction for Lilo and Stitch, I'm like, dude, I got to get it.
Yeah. Actually, so I traveled to all like the levels, and they had like the oat milkers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I never got one, and I wanted a hat so bad because the hats were actually kind of like cool. Like you could maybe wear them like outside of.
Oh yeah, the OM on them.
Baseball. I never got one all year.
They look great.
I know. I never got one, but it's all right.
Well, talk to the clubby next time. I bet he's
I tried. They're like, we don't have any more of those.
Oh wow. Okay.
No way.
So Malmo's only sending like.
I guess they're stingy with them. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So to start the lightning round, our official lightning round start. Brett, what is one walk-up song that you hear and it tells you I'm about to strike this guy out?
I feel like that country one, like you know which one I'm talking about? Like I don't even know the song. The really like deep voice country one.
The Under Heavy Road.
Yeah, that one. I mean, everyone's making jokes about it, but you throw a high heater to that guy, he is probably. He gets it, it's gone. But if he's not getting it most of the time.
You'd put him on stage.
Yeah, he's done for.
Set him up with that slider and changeup.
Yeah. He's sitting something soft down. I'm not giving it to him. So
you were born in 2000, so your answer probably won't even resonate with Dave and I. But what cartoon character would make a great bullpen arm?
A bullpen arm. Oh gosh, I don't know. I didn't really watch. Well, I did.
Say you've got a no going, and they decide you've had it, and you've got to bring in a cartoon character to get you the last.
They ain't taking me out with a no hitter. Come on. But I don't know a cartoon guy. What about like would like a Mario guy work? I feel like I didn't really watch
cartoons. Video game, cartoons, any of it.
Yeah, I feel like that Toad guy in Mario, he's kind of sneaky. He might be decent. I don't know though. I didn't watch a ton of cartoons, honestly.
All right. If you were able to choose any jersey hat combo worn by a Southern League opponent this season and make it a part of the Clingstones rotation, which uniform would you pick?
Oh, Southern League. I like the biscuit hat. The biscuit hat for Montgomery. Those were cool. I'm trying to think who's even in the Southern League, to be honest.
The Biloxi.
Yeah.
You've got the Trash Pandas.
Is Pensacola in there? Pensacola's black uniforms are really nice. Like the black with the, I think, pink and blue. Those are really nice. But just throw the biscuit hat up there too.
They favor the Marlins parent organization. So
yeah.
All right. What is the most useless piece of baseball gear you've ever owned? As a hitter or pitcher, even if you caught any games.
I've ever owned,
maybe because you're a PO.
I used to hit in high school, so I feel like I'd be bad. Like I was actually going to hit in college, but I didn't end up doing it. Honestly, this is going to be a hot take. Probably a cup as a pitcher. Like it's so uncomfortable to wear as a pitcher. Like it's almost impossible. So
I could imagine.
But even like I wore it for the most part in high school, but then I just kind of stopped. Just like I don't know. I feel like that was the thing. Like definitely wear it when you're younger, but when you get older, like just use your glove for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in my humble opinion, pitchers should have an advantage when it comes to hitting. You guys understand how certain pitches affect ball movement. You typically would have a good idea on what a pitcher's thinking. So, you're on the mound. Name one Clingstones pitcher you wouldn't want to see step in the batter's box.
I mean, if I could have a whole line of Clingstones pitchers, I'd go against them every time. But no, let me think.
Broussard looks like he could probably take one pretty deep.
I feel like Shea Shanneman, he could hit. I've seen him swing it. I'm actually so like I'm so like some pitchers think they can hit, and like I don't think we can hit. I think if we had like a batting practice, we would hit some home runs because I think we like rotate well and move well. But in terms of like hitting, we would not hit very well. Like the actual pitcher, like That's just, I know some pitchers like, oh, we could totally hit, but we totally could not. We don't see pitches ever. So, but now if we had nine hitters and 9 pitchers playing against each other, the pitchers would definitely win.
Awesome. That would be interesting to watch. You guys, we need to talk to them and see if they can do a BP next year, open BP, and let the pitchers all cycle through. I'd love to see what some of you guys could do at the plate.
Yeah.
So, in our interview with catcher Adam Zabrowski, we asked, funniest guy in the locker room. He didn't really hesitate. It's like Brett Sears, and he said he's sneaky funny. So I'm not sure what sneaky funny means. Go ahead.
Are you asking me what it means?
Well, no, not necessarily. I'm going to give you some kind of like senior superlative categories, and I want you to tell me the first player that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right. So, sharpest dressed.
BMO, Brian Moran.
All right. Funniest.
Yeah. Funniest. Me and Compton were kind of like the same like wavelength of like dry humor, so I feel like Compton would be a good guy. Like I would put in there.
Gotcha. King of snacks. The foodie
Who
guy.
eats them?
Yeah, the foodie guy.
It's got to be a pitcher. It honestly is any. Yeah, probably LJ McDonough. He eats like 30 Slim Jims a day. He does. He smokes the Slim Jims.
All right. The player on the Clingstones roster that is most likely to become a baseball coach once they're done playing.
Cal Conley for sure.
Interesting. Messiest locker.
Oh boy. Gosh, I just never looked at people's lockers. The hitters always have bats and stuff. The pitchers just have clothes. So who knows? I didn't really look around a ton for lockers, so I don't know if I could even name anyone for that.
All right. Heaviest bus sleeper.
Bus sleeper. Zebo's always complaining if the bus is loud. I don't even know if he sleeps, honestly, but he's always complaining that the bus is loud, so let's go with him.
I've been waiting for you to say Zebo for something. All right, last one, best one. Who's the bus DJ? Who's got the best playlist?
Usually it's Gabby. He would jump on the aux. Sometimes Cal.
I did not expect Gabby.
Yeah, it's Cal or Gabby. But it was only one bus had the aux. The other bus was like a quiet bus. That was the one Zebo was on. I was complaining about the big one. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, those are the 2 DJs.
Well, that's our lightning round, and that's really our episode, man. I can't thank you enough for coming on. I told Adam, I've told, it's you guys are giving us credibility by coming on and allowing us to, to promote an episode with you on it. And we both, Dave and I, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. This is a kind of a passion project. We're both huge Clingstones fans. I'm a huge Braves fan, but I want to keep engagement going for Clingstone fan base.
I think it's awesome for sure.
You guys started something really special. You were part of an inaugural team that, a lot of people were worried going into it. Oh, will they still support? I mean, I was there the last few games, and
they
were
Columbus was awesome.
Seats.
Columbus was an awesome place.
We actually earlier today, Dave and I actually got to interview Fuzzy.
I got you.
That'll be a bonus episode that's going to drop. Fuzzy was a great mascot, I think.
He was. There he was. But it's awesome you guys are doing this.
Man, thank you so much for coming on with us, and we'll.
Yes, sir. We greatly appreciate it, Brett.
I appreciate y'all having me.
And I hope you nail a deer this year. A couple of
Me too.
Some big ones.
Shoot straight finally.
Fill the freezer.
Yeah, hopefully. But
all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on StonerCast, and we can't wait to. It's hard for us to tell you guys we can't wait to see you next year because we're really pulling for you to go.
Right. Yeah.
To start at AAA or even have a really great camp and make the opening day roster for the Major League team. But if you're back in Columbus, hey, we'll be there. We'll be pulling for you and cheering you on. So
no doubt, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And as always, reach out to us if there's anything you need when you're here.
Sounds
if
good.
you come back here to Columbus, we'll make sure to take care of you.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Brett.
What's that?
All right. There it is, Dave. What a great guest. Brett brought a completely different, kind of show to us than Zebo. Obviously, you've got a catcher and then you've got a pitcher. Some of his insight into pitching and some of his answers with hitting, I thought was pretty interesting too. I'd like to see some of the Clingstones pitchers hit.
Absolutely. His naming his pitch repertoire, like I said to him, I watched a lot of the games on TV, so I had a view, basically kind of a shortstop's view. And most of the time I can pick, I can say what a guy just threw, but so many times with him, his repertoire is so different. And, the whole time he's just kind of setting up that high fastball. So it all kind of makes more sense to me now with him. He's a great pitcher, and it makes sense. All that makes sense as to why he rocketed through the minor leagues.
Right. And, Brett had a reputation for shoving, and on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
I remember toward the end of the season, I think it was the Gold Glove Charities night, in line to pick up my jersey and was able to talk to Jack. We were in the thick of the playoff hunt at that point, and Sunday was going to be a big game. And he's like, "Well, Brett's pitching Sunday, so he's been shoving." So I feel pretty confident about that. So, great to have a guy on that's experienced all those levels so quickly. He's able to make some good comparisons with Columbus and Augusta, Rome, whatever. So
that's right,
man. We're going to keep bringing the heat to our listeners. I want to encourage you. Look down there, like, subscribe, share, rate, and review. That's going to, those metrics keep pushing us. They keep us moving forward and trying to bring you better content. Always do not hesitate to reach out. thestonercastshow@gmail.com. Hey, write us an email. Tell us we suck and how we can improve. We'll take it. We'll take it and we will try to improve. So if you love the show, write us and let us know. Like I said, those things kind of keep us going. So, Dave, that's about all I got for this Sunday evening. And I appreciate you as always as the co-host and always coming and appearing and being ready to interview these guests. So thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother. It's a whole lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Can't wait for the season to start already.
For sure. Well, we're going to close this show out like we close every show. Go Stones.
Go Stones.
Thanks for tuning in to StonerCast, your inside look into Columbus Clingstones baseball. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay connected as we bring you closer to the Stones.